I'm curious if this will.
Ooh, that is kind of dark. I'll close that other shade behind it. I think we're live.
See, it says it was scheduled for watch live now. It's coming through.
I think you're on live right now.
I'm waiting. Someone says, hey, so you must be.
Yep.
Mine's going to a commercial. Hi. Tony's trying to fix the lighting back there.
There we go.
You're on. Hello. So what's the easiest place to do this at? On my phone?
Probably on my computer.
Hey, everybody. Alberta, Canada, Oklahoma.
All right, we got my computer set up. We got questions on the side.
All right, we got my computer
Oh,
set
we better
up.
turn that down. All right. So I did post to put questions on YouTube community on that post as well as on Instagram. So I think the only question we got off Instagram, you can pull Instagram up on your computer, phone, whatever you got.
Well, is it this one?
Yeah, there might be other ones. But yeah, oh my goodness, they're coming in fast.
So why are we here? Can I start with that one? Why are we
Sure.
doing this?
Yeah.
I am not comfortable back here, so this is...
I'm probably not either. Walker Farms told me you would be doing a live stream. Well, thanks, Nick. Let's see. So we got to keep it going, right? Well, the first question I have, first should we tell them what's going on?
Yeah, I think you
So today actually is the 1 year since we started the YouTube channel to the date.
better...
And
Exactly, yeah.
2 days ago, I think is when we hit the 20,000 mark. So, yeah, who knew where we'd be by now?
There's not a lot of we in that.
Yeah.
I'm a lot of behind the scenes, I guess, so anyways.
This is my wife, if you haven't figured that out, she's usually like in the films as an Uber driver.
Yep,
And
chauffeur.
the chauffeur helps us move equipment and
gopher.
whatever else we need help with.
So I don't see, yeah, there's not a lot on here. Just people surprised and congratulating you. Can you guys hear us well enough? Okay.
Takes a while for comments to come through. Well, I guess the first question, we'll do that one off of Instagram, and then we'll do the rest of them off of the YouTube community page.
Yeah,
the
whatever
post.
comes through. Yep.
So, friend from town, actually he's the pastor of our church, asked, how has the coronavirus affected us and what we plan to plant? I don't think it's changed what we're going to plant, but kind of been all systems as normal. Nothing's really changed for us on the farm. We just got done hauling a whole bunch of wheat to the elevator actually today, so we had to sit in the trucks. They told us to sit in the trucks, but about a week ago I sent an email that said don't come in the office. Besides that, I really don't know.
How about our personal lives?
Other than staying home on Sunday and watching church on YouTube.
Yeah, we
The church-
homeschool, and so the girls and I are home as usual, I guess. So that's, yeah, it hasn't really been any different. We haven't been able to get into town for gymnastics or art class or whatever, but yeah, with Uncle Dwayne's funeral, that was really beautiful, even though we all gathered together. It wasn't a huge one. We'll do that later, but I don't know if anything else has been
No,
majorly affected.
Nothing's really changed.
Wide open spaces out here.
Yeah, we social distance all the time. But as far as how it's affected what we're going to plant, I don't think we're going to change anything right now. We kind of just go along with the markets and whatever happens to be. Let me fix the camera a little bit. I don't know. You can't really plan on markets when you plant. You just kind of got to go for it and hope that everything comes out in the end, I guess. That you're going to have some crops that might be more profitable than others, but they should all average out.
Okay.
We're looking forward to a truck tour. Me too. It's just been chaos. I haven't had any time to get some of that other behind the scenes stuff done yet.
But is that going to change soon? What's
Yes. Starting Monday, we got
hopefully?
yeah, as long as travel, everything works for travel for them to get here, and actually two, I don't know what you call them, hired guys, employees, will be coming to the farm. One of them has been in some other videos that you've seen. Her brother is coming to come help us, and he was helping us haul hay a few videos back, and then hired a Montana boy, another one coming. Hopefully by Wednesday he'll be here. So
A Nebraska boy and a Montana boy. That'd be good.
what church do you normally attend? We go to the
Okay.
Glasgow Evangelical Church.
You can see him on there really well.
Yeah, they're easy to
Okay.
see on there.
Okay.
So turn yours off. You might be slowing our internet down. Glasgow Evangelical Church.
It's a Bible believing church. So that's what, yeah, it really matters. It's not part of the E-Free Conference. It's part of the Evangelical Church in North America. Pretty active in it. So love to serve the Lord.
As far as the nearest big box store, Menards, Lowe's, Home Depot. Williston has a Menards.
2.5 hours.
Yeah, solid 2-hour drive.
Otherwise, we go to, I don't know, Billings. Miles City isn't, I don't know, they have a Tractor Supply
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. So, ooh,
Suburban, Saskatchewan. Subscribed to you, had 400 subscribers. Wow, God bless. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks
that's
for following
cool.
along.
been here since the
Did I
beginning.
figure out the grader problem? No, that's still sitting up on the side of the road where I left it. We've hauled since then, let's see, 55,000 bushels of grain out of grain bags. So we've been a little busy. It's just the two of us, Dad and I. So,
Ooh, Ireland. Bless your soul.
time is it in
1 a-
Ireland right now?
He said it's 1 a.m.
Oh, I can't read as fast as you. Sorry.
Oh,
Cut bank. Well, that's close to.
are you going to involve your kids in farming, like riding in the cab all in the tractors all the time?
Yeah, they're always driving her along.
They are good little runners. Our oldest is 10. We have 3 girls, and our oldest is 10, and the next is 9, and they already zoom around and pick up if we need them. Side by sides, they can drive the 4-wheeler, so they help get to and fro quite
Leg
often.
arms. How's it going?
Ooh, go big red.
Leg arms is here.
Thank
Here's
you
what's
for-
crazy. The church that we go to is actually the same conference as the church Leg Arms goes to. So
Yeah.
we were at church with them a couple weeks ago before all the chaos happened.
It was fun to worship with them. Do you like John Deere? It's kind of an open-ended question.
We got a couple John Deere lawnmowers.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against John Deere. I just like Case better.
We have a really good relationship with a new manager at our John Deere store here
Yeah.
in Glasgow. He's new to the area, and they go to our church as well, and just awesome people. So,
$20.
oh my goodness, we don't have to do that, people.
That's pretty cool.
Miriam Bertram, is that what it says? Bertram? Thank you.
If I weren't farming, Jeff, find that one on here. Jeff Wright, I think it was. If I was not farming, what would I be doing?
You,
I don't know. I went to college for welding. Figured that I could find a job anywhere welding, but
no,
know,
I always think about
sales?
your
Oh,
big,
yeah.
big, loud, and shiny.
we used to
or-
joke about. She hates it when we're driving anywhere, and I'll be like, "Hey, you see that semi? You see that over there?" And yeah, we joked about doing a.
Not we. You.
Yeah, in college we talked about it. Doing a diesel performance shop and calling it Big, Loud, and Shiny. Selling chrome, lift kits, whatever. Yeah. No one steal my idea. I know where it went then. How many people
was
are
a-
we up to? 228.
Are you guys harvesting in the beginning of August from Grossum Farms?
Yes.
Yes.
Usually the last week in July we get started with our peas. Which, let's talk about that. One of the questions on, open up your phone and go to
Oh, I just shut that off. See, it like jumps ahead.
I know.
I gotta like hold it in place.
Someone asked, must have a lot of capital investment in everything, which, tilt your camera to the right a little bit. Oh, it's on a gimbal and it just freaked out.
Which right?
Yeah.
All right, you're right.
All right.
They want to see more of you.
There we go. You have to go. No, go
I don't know
back to
if
my
this is
go back
live.
to my story.
Sorry.
Or to my page and community. One of the questions asked about how do we like pick our crops, the capital like, investment. Where's it at? Capital. Read that one for
Your
us.
capital costs seem enormous, and each new crop, peas, canola, wheat, varieties, hay, each new crop you grow requires its own specialized equipment. How do you decide to take on a new type, and do you also consider consolidating to fewer types requiring less specialized equipment? Wow, David Carr, good question.
We've been raising peas on our farm since 2005. And the only thing that we changed at that point was we had to land roll and push the rocks down because we got a lot of rocks that will damage the combine. So we rented a land roller the first few years, and then after that we bought one. And then we also do some custom stuff with that now. Combines, we use the same combines, just a little bit different, little different settings
Change the
inside and stuff,
concaves or-
concaves. And we've
never had-
bought.
Yeah, sorry.
Like Arm's question, I'll have to remember that one. We bought new concaves for the wheat and then turned our old concaves into pea concaves, the parts that go in the combine. That was really the only thing we've changed. Some augers. Instead of replacing stuff with augers, we bought conveyors, but we use those for wheat as well. The hay one has been the biggest investment for equipment. Because we've added the swather and some rakes and stuff like that. Bought that baler.
But it's probably been your best return
Yeah, right
this
now.
year and last year.
Right now, alfalfa is doing pretty good for us.
I'm gonna keep asking questions. I'll be your interviewer. So, would you say that the reason that you have swapped over to some different crops or put them into the rotation is because of just that?
That was the USDA calling about an acreage report. I guarantee you that it was yeah.
Sorry,
You
did you catch
farmers,
that?
you farmers get that one. Question was, if that interrupted that, do we do
Like, how do you
fewer
s-
crops? Well, the reason we're raising peas is we get a lot of nitrogen. It just changes the soil up a little bit. Does a lot of good things for our soil.
Adam
Same as
Helly.
canola.
Sorry, it's hard not to read those.
Read them in your head then.
I just want to say Adam Helly, good people. He says they're a Nebraska and Montana couple as well.
Oh, nice. What was I saying? Oh, about the crops.
Peas, what it does for you.
Yeah, we've been 15 years. We've been raising peas here, and canola's been since 12, so coming on 8 years. It's really changed the chemicals we've had to use on our fields. A lot easier to control some of the hard to control weeds when we can do different things. So.
Yeah.
Someone asked a question about leg arms. Leg arms asked if Amy's ever driven a semi. She refuses.
Well, my grandmother, shout out to Grandma Colleen, she said to never learn to drive semi because then you may be employed year round and there's no getting out of the semi. So I have driven the grain cart, but I guess I'm
Combine.
usually stuck in a combine during harvest if they need me. It's not my favorite place to be. But I gotta do what I gotta do to help out around here.
I see Farm Focused is watching.
Morgan
Hi,
is.
Evers. If it's just Morgan or.
Do you want to go back up? Do you want to answer these
Nah, I don't
questions?
know. We'll have to be jumping all over the place. What is my favorite tractor? Honestly, my little 95 Farmall. I don't know why. It's an open cab tractor. I just like driving it around the yard.
Because you have a matching twin.
Yeah, there's a
Twinsy?
video somewhere on Instagram of we've got a little electric one for the girls, and there's a big video of us driving across the yard side by side. It's pretty funny.
Like a father-daughter date night.
Yep.
How many hours do you put on your machines per year on average?
If you're asking combines, probably 200 to 250. Tractors, ooh, that's tough. That 370 we have now is a 300 hour lease, and we won't get there per year. That's why we've been using that for the grain cart more and more now. Nick says congratulations from Welker Farms.
Any plans on getting new equipment for the farm this year? Anything in the works?
There's
Your
there's a couple things in the works, but I think you're just gonna have to wait and see. Maybe Monday or Tuesday I might be going to pick up one of them actually.
What will be your next piece of equipment? We'll just wait on that then.
Combines would be awesome to upgrade, but that's just not going to happen right now. They're getting pretty high hours.
How many bushels of seed do your air carts hold?
This is Greg asked this question.
Gage Swenson.
Oh, I saw Gabe. Sorry,
No,
you got a crack right
you
in your
called him
screen.
Greg. It's Gage.
Whatever. Sorry, Gage. Our 70-foot drill has an 820 bushel cart behind it, and then our 80-foot drill has a 300 bushel on-frame tank for seed, and then a 780 bushel fertilizer cart behind that. So, yeah, Tara, thanks for the shirt. It's like kind of go. I really like it. I wear it a lot actually.
He likes it a lot. What was your best year as far as yields go?
2016, we had some huge yields. We had a field of durum around almost 75 bushel per acre dry land, which is,
When it normally averages.
I think our durum APH, our average is probably 32. So huge year. And then, but it wasn't very good quality because the yields are so big.
Last one on here. What year is the white K-Dub?
The white semi is in 2004. That's our newest one too.
Take your sisters too.
So Brian's here too. I see Brian's farm videos. You guys have probably seen us all in our shenanigans when we get to farm shows and stuff together.
Okay.
Why do you have sleepers versus day cabs?
You explain that.
Well, that's in
In
the
an
next.
upcoming
That's in
video
a couple
or two?
videos out that I've been working on.
I'm gonna go wait.
When you look for used trucks in our area, there's way more trucks that have sleepers on them than don't. So they're actually cheaper to buy a sleeper truck than a one with a not sleeper day cab.
How's your weather?
It's really nice today. I think it's still 50 degrees outside when we started this, so I'm
I think
not
it's at
complaining.
49. No. But it snowed the past 2 days.
Yeah, we
so-
had snow the last 2 days in a row though. That's kind of weird.
How long have you been farming for yourself?
Ooh. Well, if you go way back when I was in high school, I had some land that we traded around, whatever, with Dad. No, I have not.
Greased
the windmill.
Chris.
But I started my own farm stuff in 2005 or 6, somewhere in there. Our farm has been here since 1916, though, or as far as our family living here.
Oh, people are so kind. You guys are so kind. We're just like, I say, he's just a regular guy, but y'all just so like him. So much. So do I. Do you grow your own seed?
We do not grow our own canola seed because that's GMO canola. But the rest of our crop is, we can reseed it. Once we buy it, we have the right. Is that Poplar, Montana, Derek?
Derek Brown.
We're way behind on questions here, guys.
Hello, Tony. I know, gosh.
Scanning through.
Whitewater.
North
Guys,
of
some
Malta, yep.
locals.
I always wonder who are around here.
This
There's
is when
Chris.
they can hear
Chris
us.
we met at the hub in Havre. Hi, Chris. Blair.
Oh, Baird.
Baird. Good grief.
It's okay. How many acres do you farm?
That actually just changed lately. We added some leased land this year, so we count hay and everything. We're gonna be harvesting around 12,000 this year.
Love the channel from UK. Credit to God. Yeah, that's why we do all the things that we do. You already answered that.
Yeah, how far back did you go?
Where in Montana are you? People don't know where we are.
Just subscribed. I think it
Matthew
said
Monahan.
Ryan up there. And then why not Peter? Thanks for subscribing, by the way. Got a toothpick I'm pointing with. I don't know why. Someone asked why not Peterbilts. Back, oh man, 97 I think. Dad bought a T600 Kenworth, and we've just kind of always stuck with Kenworths. Nothing against Peterbilts. We just got a lot of parts for Kenworths.
Must be a new guy.
Where in Montana? Northeast Montana.
Do you like John Deere? Go Big Red. I'm just getting back up here. I subbed oh my goodness.
You went way
Ooh,
back.
Adam. Turned my life to the Lord late last summer. Amen. It makes a huge difference. Turn your camera on the right. Watford City, North Dakota. Are you finally warming up? There's that Miriam Bertram. Thanks again. Case is good. What would you do? How far apart are your fields? I've heard you mention the miles you have to drive.
That was a question I had earlier. East to west, we are 30 miles, and north and south about 25. So it's a long ways from one side to the other, especially when most of it's on gravel roads.
The reservation is talking about doing checkpoints for through traffic only. Do you think that will affect your daily routine at all?
Not for hauling grain and stuff, because we're all through.
Still on the res.
We're all on the res, all of our farm ground, as well as the elevators.
Here you go. These are numbers. This is like alphabet soup. Would you rather have a 620 quad tracker or a 620 Steiger?
We like quads. We like the tracks, just because I hate flat tires.
How many acres do you own? How old is the windmill? Ooh. Desert Dreamer.
That well under the windmill was drilled in like 1917, 1916, as soon as they homesteaded. So the windmill itself has got to be old, quite a bit older than, like, I have no idea. I have to ask Grandpa that sometime.
What are the notes on the wall? Oh, these are some Bible verses that my girls and I go through for our morning Bible study. Yes, Natalie's sending us messages. Yes, you can take one up. Take a plate.
You're gonna have to keep cruising.
Your daughter's, well, what do you want me to do? I feel bad if we miss people's.
It's just it's.
Your daughter's cooking show is awesome. They do have fun doing that. It's really fun. It's something
Thank you.
She's getting snacks right now over there.
Are you and Leg Arms gonna do any kind of build? Oh, okay. So this is a question I was thinking of. I thought we maybe wouldn't have no questions. If you could do your dream build, what would that be?
Like a Leg Arms and Tony build?
Yep. If you guys could work together.
I don't know. Leg Arms wants snacks. Natalie, you want to show them what you're eating?
We call these 1 cup cookies.
There you go, Leg Arms.
There's a cup of all the good things in there.
The ultimate build. I don't know. I went through, we bought a house when we first got married, and we did a bunch of remodeling, and then I got really tired of doing wood construction, and then started welding, and now I'm like kind of looking forward to welding again now, but yeah. I don't know what the ultimate build was. Leg Arms, you got some ideas?
What's your favorite tractor?
You probably already read that question because I already answered
sorry.
that.
I see. Do you ever come to Regina for the farm show? We do.
Yes, we're up there every year. That's actually where I first was on Zach's channel, up at the farm show up there.
How did we meet?
Ooh, it was before it was a cool thing to do, but we met on the internet.
We met on the internet?
Met on the internet.
It's a tiny little...
I know it was not
No.
farmers only, because I know that question's coming next.
I had moved from Nebraska to Colorado and was a teacher, coach, skier, and we met on a little tiny dating site called loveandseek.com. It does not even exist anymore.
Yeah.
Back in 2005.
Yeah.
No. Do you put inoculant on your pea seed?
Yes, we do. And there'll be videos on that coming up too, because we got a pretty cool treater we use, a tumbler treater, and we do all that in one step. So
That's probably not. I'm going to skip that one. It's a good looking shirt. Aw, thanks, Beeps. Ryan, you guys are so kind. Oh, it might have just...
we
might have jumped.
No, it's still, this is gets you to the bottom.
Okay. But they did.
I'll read
If the
questions up there.
Welkers try canola, what advice do you have for them?
Nick and I were actually just talking about that yesterday. Go slow, super slow with especially their air drills, being a hoe drill style, and yeah, they gotta try a little bit. Hopefully the heat doesn't hit it when it's blooming, because that's the worst thing that can happen to it. That's what happened to us last year. We could have had a lot better canola, but the heat got us. Any sunflowers raised in your area? Occasionally, not a lot.
Did you ever imagine so many farmers on YouTube or other social media? Why or why not? And someone else asked why you started.
I honestly don't know how many were out there when I started. Not as many as there are now, that's for sure. It's really blowing up lately. I started it though because of just hearing and seeing things on social media where the farmers kind of just get smeared and people don't really know what's going on. So I figure we'll tell our story, what we actually do to get food to your table.
And even like I grew up around farming in Nebraska, and that's very different than here.
Yeah,
I mean, people
rural-
don't even understand what it's like in Montana compared to Nebraska.
Row crops are a completely different farm than what we have. And yes, I saw up there lentils. We do raise lentils. We didn't raise lentils since what was the drought year? 17? We had lentils in 17. I think that's the last time we had them. How many years did we build bins? We actually didn't build bins. We just built the cones for the bottom, but we did that for 3 years. I think we almost went through almost 2 million pounds of steel in 3 years. It was a lot.
Are you baling your wheat straw?
We do not bale our wheat straw.
Sometimes neighbors will ask, but
We
we don't cut it.
We
long enough.
used to bale straw for our own cattle years ago, but it's just too valuable for what the straw is worth here to take all that nutrients off the field and.
Because we're
not-
pro no-till. Is that the way to say that?
I guess.
I like this guy. How do you get your trucks to sound so good?
You just make sure the mufflers fall off of them. We don't have a truck with a muffler on it.
What is your biggest single field?
Oh, currently 600 acres. Well, 590 something, but we do. We have like groups of land where we do have like 2,000 acres that touch in one place, but yeah. One individual field that we seed without stopping is 600 acres. Actually, 760 if we can seed it for 2.5 miles long. We do own most
you
of our
own-
land
yeah.
on the res. The reservation we're on was opened up for homesteading a long time ago, back when it was 1916, I guess, 15. So it was deeded. There is still land that is owned by the reservation of that tribe.
Chris Wyman, are you all done moving grain?
You,
Not even close. Someone
No.
said they want to come haul hay with you sometime. Kurt, come on up. Bring your truck.
yeah.
If you've got one, that's what we need. A trucker and his truck. Will you ever be at Farm Tech Days in Wisconsin?
I've never heard of that show actually, but you
As
never
long
know.
as I get fresh maple syrup.
Yeah, come back with syrup.
I have family over there, so.
Do you market your own hay? Yes, for the most part. Our alfalfa. Go back up to Chris's question.
Oh,
there.
sorry. Farmers only isn't a bad thing, though. Is that what you're talking about?
Is that where you've met your wife, Chris? Just
There's nothing
wondering.
wrong with that.
No,
We have
I
some
didn't say it.
friends.
I just knew the
Quite a
question
few
was going
friends.
to come up.
Yeah, people ask, and we were long before
Yeah.
that.
What was the question? Hay. Something about hay.
But
Oh, market
yeah.
our own hay. The whole hay thing started because of a buddy of mine that Travis, who we sell hay to, said he buys alfalfa, and I'm like, well, I kind of want to grow alfalfa, and that's kind of how that started. And now we're producing more than he can buy, so we're selling it out of state. Do you need hay? I mean, we'll sell you some alfalfa.
Julian Faber. That's like, I feel like you are a great follower. Greetings from the Netherlands. Hey, my girls and I studied that last year, and we made oliebollen. Is
Did-
that how you say it? But we
You
had a good
stayed
time.
up to watch this. It's 2:30 in the morning there.
That's
Props
awesome.
to you.
Where are you from, Nebraska? South Central Nebraska. Is that a good enough place to say?
Tri-Cities. If you know where
Yeah.
you're at, Nebraska.
Tri-Cities, I guess. Yeah. Have you tried? I might have to go get my glasses on.
Jay asked,
Oh.
why did I stop building cones? I got too busy farming. I couldn't manage everything like I wanted to, and it was to the point where if I hired a full-time manager to run it that was experienced, that then there probably wouldn't have been a whole lot of profit in it for me. So I passed it off to a neighbor and buddy that actually bought a shop and a yard off the farm ground we had, and that's where they're building now. He's actually got like 13 to build before harvest right now, so maybe sometime I'll sneak over there. If you saw my story on Instagram, that was him flipping a hopper over that he was building.
I think we're like kind of caught up somewhat. It jumped ahead again. How do you get good germination with your hay planting with the dry land conditions?
Springs are usually wet enough that we can germinate very well. Like as soon as the ground is dry, we don't really care about temperature. We start seeding. The alfalfa we will wait for the ground, so we don't have to worry about frost, and we plant that in the spring. Plentywood, Montana.
Yeah, well, they're just above the border. What town is that in Saskatchewan? But he wants to know if you like your seed master.
Yes, I was actually talking with the factory yesterday. You never know what might come along.
How much do you pay for fuel for a whole week?
Oh my.
Braden, that's a hard thing to.
We go through probably now with this added land close to 20,000 gallons a year. So I guess figure that on 52 weeks in a year.
What? Someone's asking what reservation we're talking about.
Fort Peck. Chris.
Tony, blah, 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 when you all get together, it's joy to watch. You need to meet up at the Welker Lake House.
That has been talked about, actually. That'll be a riot. Going to the Welker Lake House with the crew.
Okay. How far do you haul your hay?
Well, I haul it about 170 miles one way. The stuff that's going to the dairies right now, I think it's almost 1,800 miles, but that's not me. Someone said 40, I saw up there, I think 400 gallons a week. We go through 400 gallons a day during harvest when we're running 3 case combines, probably 700 gallons a day if we run 2 case combines in a John Deere. Not really. They're not that much worse, but that John Deere did bird more fuel than our red combines.
Do you sell any loads into Canada?
Of hay, we do not. But I see your name says hay on it, so maybe we should talk. We'd love to sell hay into Canada.
How many acres of alfalfa?
Mr. Leg Arms, did you go to college besides welding school? Well, Scott asked a question, but I didn't catch it all.
Mr. Fast, did you go to college besides welding school?
Did not.
School of Life.
I went to 1 year of welding school in Helena. I would recommend Helena if you're interested in school.
Is it different to grow hay in a dry climate? Less cuts, I assume. Why not irrigate?
Hinton
Farms.
I think I know who that is. Is that the same Hinton Farms that's on Instagram? Sure it is.
Probably.
We don't have an aquifer close by to us, and we're 20 miles to the river, so irrigation is not even a possibility. But it is. What was the question again? The difference. We do. Last year we only got 1 cut, but we were dry for like most of the month of June, almost all of June. We didn't have any rain, so now that we have all this rain moisture from during harvest last year, that will be. I think we'll have an early cut. We'll be able to cut some in June, and then maybe have another cut in mid-July.
We're no Trevor Bales. Or Jay Hill.
Where those guys cut 8-9 cuts a year. Crazy.
That was one of my favorite trips that we took, was down south to see how it's done down there. It's so different. Oh my goodness.
When am I gonna upgrade to?
Oh, sorry. Why do you not irrigate?
I said we don't have an aquifer. You were reading. I got you.
Sorry, you guys. When are you gonna upgrade?
I don't. Massey Fergusons are just a little too far away. If we had a Massey dealer close by, I probably would have a Massey baler. Keep going. No, go back the other way. What horse are in your KWs? I'm guessing you're asking horsepower, not like calling the engine a horse. But the bright green one is a 430 horse, and then the other ones are all set around 550.
Oh, thanks, Alex.
Is that Alex?
I know. I don't recognize the last name, but super sweet. You do not have to do that.
2 Detroits and 3 Caterpillars. What kind of RFV does your hay run? Last year it was a little late when we got cutting it, so it was a little lower than I think it was gonna be. But it was 150 to 180 in that range, and like 19.5 protein. So borderline dairy quality from what I'm told.
Virginia, I'm laughing at you. You're so tech savvy. You didn't even know. Oh my goodness. Would you do a live stream with Zach?
Yes, we were just talking about that Wednesday night.
Well, they
A
had
big group one on Zoom. I think that'd be a blast.
Oh my gosh, it'd be chaos.
It would be chaos, which is basically what it's like when we all get together. But
We were able to go, spend time with he and Becky and Randy and their
Tina.
families, and that was fun.
Had dinner with them in Lowry. No, not Lowry. Kensington, Minnesota.
How big are your grain bins and how many bushels do you store on the farm?
Oh, I never can remember the total bushels, but our biggest bin is 12,000 bushels, and that's you guys probably in the Midwest think that's tiny, which it is tiny for the Midwest. But when we raise
Lots of different commodities.
wheat, multiple varieties of wheat, we want to probably keep some of that separate for seed. Durum, can't mix those two together. Canola, flax, lentils, peas. Did I miss anything?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
I had figures. So if we have 7 different crops one year, we can't keep everything separate and still have big bins. Total capacity would probably be around 300,000, I'm guessing, somewhere in there.
Oh, somebody said Oli bowling. Cool.
Yeah.
Are your kids homeschooled? Yes, they are. Do you have any hired? What is the average 400 gallons per week? Was that the fuel question?
The fuel, yeah. We do have 2 hired men.
Oh, you could
Coming.
talk about that.
Yeah. Nice hat, someone said. If you do not know, we just got the red, white, and blue ones back in
From?
inventory at Farm Focused. They just came in yesterday, actually.
Are they on the website yet?
I do not know that. But
Soon.
Soon.
Soon. And they're cooler because they're like.
Oh, you can tell them. They're
No,
cool. They're
sorry.
3D. Like the print is like all cool now. You'll have to check it out.
Do you have any? Let's see. We're getting our hired men. Take care, guys. Got to go check cows. Go get them, Chris.
How many miles to the elevator? Anywhere from 25 to 55 probably this year. Sometimes we haul Durham to up into Plentywood, and that's a long ways. 120 miles.
What's the It says, thanks for asking, Cameron. I had the same question. I hope I answered that one. Or asked him.
Last hay straw load I hauled was out of
Walls?
Wall, South Dakota. We go through there on the way to her parents.
We have never stopped there, though.
We have never
You
stopped.
see,
I've been there when I was little, but
I don't
they
remember
do
if
a
my
good
parents
job
took
of
me.
advertising for that.
Oh my gosh, for miles.
State,
How much
states
for a
away.
hay bale?
One bale, $100
$100 for a bale? Is that
probably.
what do you sell it per ton?
We're selling it for like 140 a ton here.
They're too heavy for you to lift, though, Braden.
Yeah, they're 1,200, 1,300 pounds.
Is circle irrigation possible?
Yes, north of us there's some pivots, and then on the river. We're actually some of that lease ground we just picked up is right next to those pivots.
Were you raised a Christian, or did you come to faith later in life?
Raised a Christian, both of us.
But always growing in my relationship with
Yeah.
Jesus.
Our whole area was actually homesteaded by Mennonites. Some of you guys will know what that means.
But like not bonnet
But not,
wearing.
not the Amish
Yeah.
Mennonites.
What year did you graduate?
04.
I was at 01 in Nebraska. Hello from the Philippines. Whoa.
Nice.
How close to Wolf Point?
35 minutes. That's where we've been hauling. That's where almost all of our grain goes.
Have any good FB and John Walker stories?
Ooh.
Isn't John Walker just like a walking story in
I think
himself?
he is.
We love
she's,
John.
She's the North Dakota rep. One of
Oh,
North Dakota
no
reps.
wonder.
She was at
We love John.
She was at rugby. Just Sandra.
Oh, I didn't meet you. Sorry.
Yeah, you weren't there.
Is she from South Dakota?
Oh, she's in the. She's a
in-
North Dakota rep, I think.
Oh, sorry. She's not in the office.
Yeah, no, she's a field rep.
How old are you, Tony?
Ooh,
Are you sure?
35? No, 34.
Yeah.
One of those two. I can't
You're
remember.
35, because I'll be 37 soon.
Yeah, what she said.
Tractor, good evening. Hi, Andy. Thanks again, Alex.
Where's the Andy one?
Right here, just good evening.
Oh.
Favorite tractor? People must have missed that. You can tell them again.
My favorite tractors are a little 95 Farmall, but I do like my quad tracks too.
Eastern Iowa, 5 or 6 cuts. Crazy cool. Would you ever consider taking over the Nebraska farm?
I think there's people in place for that.
Yeah.
We did, like, before we knew that was going on, like, we thought, like, would that be possible? But that's a lot of work. I need an airplane.
Farm Focus. Nice hat. I think I just saw it on your side.
Nice pen. I take it the red, white, and blue one is on there. You should look that up on your phone.
I feel like I'm busy. You're going to lose this. Acres of alfalfa, we said.
Right now we have straight alfalfa is like 400. And we will be adding a little more this year. Granted, I don't think we're ever going to get above 1,000 acres of alfalfa, but we're going to keep on adding alfalfa onto the farm and then rotating that through the farm over time.
Love the glass you're drinking out of. This one or Tony's FBN?
I'm guessing, I think we're talking about this one.
Oh. How far to groceries?
There is a grocery store in Wolf Point, but we do most of the everyday business stuff in Glasgow, which is 45 minutes away to an hour, depending on what road we can take at the time.
Crossroads we sometimes take. Can you shave your beard? Can he? Yes.
Yeah.
Is he capable of doing that? Yes. I would prefer the beard all the time.
The Packard one here, Edward.
Yeah,
we actually do have, one of the Kenworths has the 4-bag leaf suspension. So yeah, some of that stuff is interchangeable, but I don't know, just what we got. I wouldn't, if I'd buy Kenworth or I'd buy Peterbilt, but someday I would like to paint all of our trucks to match, sort of, but different. Then I can't get rid of any of them.
The Hinton Farms, probably how we talked about all your bins. I'd hate to switch augers all the time. Us Midwest guys would get a workout.
Yeah, when we're only cutting 30 bushel crop compared to 200 plus bushel corn, it doesn't take us near as long to fill up a bin as it would you guys.
You ever come to Utah?
Fly through Salt Lake once in a while.
Yeah. I would really like to go see my friend Brenna down there.
Weens. Lyndon Weens. That's a Mennonite name.
Yeah, it
Friesens,
is.
fast.
That's what he says right there.
Yep.
What's the advantage of running hopper bottoms to a belt trailer?
Weight. Our trailers are a lot lighter than a V-belt.
Adam, yes, he was. How John, we talked about that. Are we young whippersnappers? We are. It's all up here.
Does much lucerne get growing over in the United States? Yes, that's alfalfa.
Where are you at?
Right here.
Oh,
I would say there's a lot of alfalfa. Oh no.
I'll get a plug for. Well, you can just use this one.
I gotta turn my phone off. Battery lowering just came on my computer. Brenna Stevenson. Yes, we know Brenna Stevenson.
Ah.
Hold on a second. We might jostle this around.
Can you sneak it in there?
I don't know. Whoa. Everything's freaking out here now. This is why I quit using the gimbal for YouTube and bought
We could just move it out there.
action cams.
We'll just put it down here. We're going to change it up a little bit. You can stare up our noses now. Ooh.
Ooh, that does not like the computer screen.
So I move it.
Let's put it on this. Sorry, technical difficulties. I'll put it this way. You can have the computer.
Okay. Ooh. Grainy.
That might not work either. My goodness.
You know what we do with the kitchen table? Set it up in this.
Oh, now I'm zoomed in. What is going on?
Here, let go. Just let go.
Not without a case on it.
Or stands up in there. Oh,
Well,
I don't know,
I'll
guys.
just hold it.
Woo!
So my arm gets tired.
Okay. Everybody's still there?
Everyone, yeah, sorry. Everyone's sick now.
They want to know when you were in San Antonio, you guys went go-karting, but did you race on scooters on the streets?
No, we should have done that. That would have been great.
That probably would have been, you could have got in trouble. What's your favorite job on the farm? It's a good question.
I don't know. I think I like farming because it's never the same job. Does Does your any one of your Kenworths have a 3406? Yes. 3 of them do. What's going on?
I gotta go help them. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
technical difficulties on what the girls are working with.
She fell up the stairs.
Any livestock in the future? I don't know how to answer that. I don't think so. We did have cattle. The only way I would want to have cattle again, it would be on a feedlot situation, because I don't want a calf to worry about calving. The S3406E and a couple trucks. Did I say Brenna? Yes, we do know Brenna. We met her in Omaha at the Farmer to Farmer conference. Dallas is here. Dallas, you can go back and watch what's going on. What video really sent my channel up in subscribers? When I was at the farm show with Zach, the millennial farmer, on his channel. I can still see that bump from his channel. But I do have when we were hauling when it was really cold out, that's when we had a big bump in subscribers, or in views. One channel, one of that video went like almost 200,000 views, which was shocking. You were able to read my palm. I'll have a long, stressful life. I don't know. I don't get too stressed out about stuff somehow. Always another day to get stuff done. What happens when you leave the farm in charge? Uh-oh, lost it.
Okay, can I help you? Here, are you trying to do this left-handed?
I'm just trying to figure out where I lost my question.
That's
This
what
is-
happens when you leave a farmer in charge of technology.
Hey now, no.
Did you get all those other one answered up
Yeah,
above
I'm
there?
down to there. New York farmer.
Real life with 3 girls, love it. Oh, Morgan, you get it, girl. Somehow the TV is not working for them, and I said, sorry, go play something else. Go play Legos. Welkers. $20. What are you doing?
I think that's hey, I only gave you 10. That's not fair.
Let's see.
But
How
thank you.
much for a
Thank you.
load of cattle? Ooh.
Back when we had cattle, around 7. I think we usually get like around $700 a calf and put 100 on a truckload. So what's that make? $7,000? No, 70 grand. But now, I mean, when cattle were $2, that was 20 grand going down the highway or more. Yeah.
Do you have road bans on? I'm assuming that's...
We do not have to worry about road restrictions in Montana. We stick to our weights all year long. Would you
Let the Welkers test run your case sprayer.
Yeah. I mean, the Lagrams could fix it if they break it.
What's the heaviest semi-load you've ever hauled?
Oh.
Like between... Yeah, what can you get
Harvest around here on the gravel roads, we probably hauled a lot heavier loads than what we can legally haul on the highways. They did have a pretty heavy load at the elevator today, though. But it was under 110,000 yet, so still was actually within our 10% they allow us. You had to go, what did Mick say?
Ever seed alfalfa with the Seed Master?
Yes, we did. That's how we've planted what we have so far, and it worked great. Telehandler?
What year is the telehandler?
I don't know.
Older?
2001, probably, somewhere in there. We bought that yet when we were building the hoppers yet and needed our forklift died on us, so we bought that instead. Larson's are live right now. No wonder that's where all the rest of the viewers are at.
Caseman 821, check the red, white, and blue hats, and they're available. Way to go,
Nice.
Evers.
Way to go,
Farm
Ben.
Focus is on it.
Have you ever been in a semi crash? No. I put bumpers on. Well, the one truck came with that big bumper on it. The other one, I put on there, and I haven't even got close to hitting a deer yet.
I know you grow lentils sometimes. What are they worth in Montana?
17 cents, 14 cents a pound, somewhere in there. Not really worth growing.
Walmart, none. Run any critters? Tony, ever run any critters through a combine? Nick Welker runs GoPros through his.
I have had a cut like a tail off a skunk before and gave porcupines haircuts, but never put one through the combine.
I usually just give him a chance to get out. You ever been to Kansas? Pretty boring right now. Yep, because we come to Nebraska quite often. Do you have e-log on your trucks?
We are exempt because we stay close enough to home, so we don't have to worry about any paper logs either. Only one of our trucks would need to have an e-log in it because the rest of them are all older.
Do you hunt at all?
I do hunt deer and birds and
You
elk,
haven't been
archery, elk hunting. That's a tough one.
successful.
Hunt a lot for 10 millimeter wrenches and sockets that get lost in the shop. Those are the most elusive things out there.
Did the deer make it? Everyone wants to know.
Yes, Duggo.
Does not believe
Duggo
it.
does not believe me. Because the phone was low, just barely looking over the dash, it looks like it was really close, but it was not. The deer did not get hit.
Our dear friend Ross he's like a computer guru.
Yeah, he told me it would take like 8 hours of editing, and he's a computer, like a video editor, to make that look right. That didn't happen.
So funny. I just loved his reaction.
Yeah, I still have that saved in my computer.
We love the Larsons.
My favorite combine,
The one that your wife is driving.
yeah, the one that's not, yeah, it doesn't need repairs. No, I don't know.
No, I usually cause issues.
I like our case combines. I've never ran anything newer than a 8230. So, yeah, we have an audience now.
Our girls, the TV isn't working up there, and I'm
What
like,
happened
I don't know
to
fix
it?
It doesn't.
I don't know,
it's not on
something's-
the right input or something.
I couldn't get
It's
the input figured out.
77.
Oh, you hit the channel. Go push the button on the bottom of the TV and change the channel.
What?
Oh, it's fine.
We'll
be done
we might need
here
a new TV soon.
Aaliyah was saying that my favorite combine is number 2 because that's the combine that I drive.
No, not two.
What would be the biggest farm around you guys?
Acre wise, there's some 30,000 acre. I think I heard that we have a neighbor now that just bought a farm next to us that's at 50 and hoping to go to 70,000. But I don't know if that's true or not.
Are you running all 8-inch stacks?
No, they're all factory 6-inch stacks.
They just think your semis are amazing.
Yeah, they must sound way better than they sound in person. What are our seating plans, Dallas? Will I make any money? And can you copy me? I don't know. We still haven't nailed down everything, but I think we're putting a lot of wheat in just because wheat's easy to sell.
Sorry, I'm just.
You gotta quit reading questions and distracting me.
No, I thought that was. I'm still giggling about that. Can I copy you?
Well, Dallas lives like 20 miles north of Opheim.
Yeah. Has the Kung flu infected your area yet? That's funny. The county over, we heard there's one case, but
The Roosevelt County where we've been hauling grain to has a case, but
she was in Egypt or something.
yeah, that's
I don't know. There's probably people in
No.
our area. I know it's in Welker's hometown area, so it's probably making its way. The deer wasn't even close. You're
That
right,
deer was
Randy.
very close. It did disappear, but I did not hit it.
You ever try a New Holland combine?
I don't know. Problem with New Holland combines is you maintain 2 rotors and only get 1 combine out of the deal.
Hey, they're from your northern neighbors from Alberta where you sent the wheat a while back. Love the channel watching since your first video. Well,
Wow.
thanks. Coyote hunt out there?
Yes, there's lots of coyotes out here.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I hate John Deere so much? It's just a joke. It's like Zach really doesn't hate Case that much, but everyone thinks he does, so it's funny. It's just the same thing here. There's a guy 2 hours south of us that just, it's moving.
That just, assuming bought 150,000 acres.
Wow.
Hello from Pennsylvania. Woo woo.
I've
Never seen a Seedmaster drill till I watched your channel. Then this summer I saw one 40 kilometers from my hometown. They're good drills. I say that like I don't even know.
Well, their channels are huge. No wonder they have way more viewers.
Oh yeah. Well, nice and cozy. That's the word we like, John. Keep it cozy. Did you plant any winter wheat this year?
We did not plant any winter wheat. There was very little winter wheat in our area that went in just because harvest was so wet.
What about durum? Do you grow any?
Yes, we do raise durum. And we will plant some.
What is that?
Hard red spring.
Where does your hard red spring end up?
I think most of it gets exported, goes to the coast on rail, gets put on a ship.
You talked about the semis and day cabs, sleepers versus day
Yeah, that's.
cabs already.
I talked about that in the next video, a couple videos out, I guess.
Does the wife do the editing? I help
She
out here and
proofs
there.
and makes
Yeah.
sure everything is good before I post it.
I have plenty of other things to be tending to. What is the weight limit for a grain hauler in your area?
It all depends on axles and how long you are. We're legal for like 100,000 pounds, somewhere in there. A 5-axle truck's only worth 80,000 pounds. If you have a pup trailer, you can go up to like 125,000 pounds, so it just all depends.
Kenneth Dockery, I'm glad you and your dad enjoy. We enjoy having you here. Hope the coronavirus does not affect you here in Norway. I had to let go off 15 people. Aw, so sorry. It's hard. Keep up the sustainable approach. We are pro biodynamics. Can't wait for that. All right. Ever considered train horns for the semis?
One of the trucks actually does have train horns on it.
Oh, I hate
one
it.
does.
What's your- yeah.
Favorite thing about being a farmer? Every day is something new that you didn't have to deal with the day before, or like it's something different all the time. And I get to be my own boss and make YouTube videos.
That's a new thing.
Yeah. No, it is often nice being able to, when it's not busy, you can kind of make up your own plans and whatever. But when you're busy, you better get things done.
Was there anything else you ever wanted to do? You kind of talked about that earlier. What kind of seeds will you need to buy this year?
We have canola seed ordered, and then we'll buy in a couple of truckloads of different variety of spring wheat. And that's it. The rest of the stuff we'll replant what we already grew last year.
This one right here. Hay in Indiana is going for $350 per ton. Send any extra.
I do have about 100 ton left over, so email me. We'll figure it out. Yeah, and when it leaves here, it's gonna get about over $100 a ton added to it. So to get to Iowa at least.
Indiana, that was. What's one upgrade on the farm you wish you could do if cost was not a factor?
I don't know what I'd do.
Paint the shop different colors.
Upgrade. And it says paint the shop.
It's peeling.
Like where is that? Are we plugged in?
Yeah.
Plug it into the black one.
You go ahead and keep
We're
answering.
milking battery here pretty quick.
Well, it's probably about time to.
There we go. Cameras.
We'll see if that helps.
I don't remember where we're at now.
What if money wasn't a factor?
Oh, more grain bins. Yeah, more grain bins. Most years would be helpful, but some years we don't use them all either. So that's why we have a grain bagger. A lot cheaper than bin expense. Saw something about riding a bus. You see that one?
No.
I think it was how long would a bus ride be? I lost that one though.
Well, it's must be somewhere else.
What?
Starting. I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel. Do you have any advice?
Make sure you actually want to do it before you start it. It is a lot of work.
Stay committed. Favorite food to eat in the field?
Oh man,
Chef Tiny.
anything I don't have to pack.
Yeah.
If she packs my lunchbox, I'll eat anything. I hate making sandwiches for some reason.
We use, well, tell them, no, I know what your favorite is to get in the field.
Ice cream
With monster cookies.
with
Yeah.
monster cookie dough. Yeah, that's pretty good.
We get those like little thermos insulated things, and then you can have, yeah, whatever you put in there, hot stays hot or cold. So not only do we like put warm things in there, but ice cream and cookie dough balls. That's his favorite. What do you hate about farming?
Marketing, selling crops, the money part of it. Everything else is fun.
Do you and your family help you much? Just never really saw a dad or a brother around.
Dad is around during the summer. They go south for winter.
You just got back, yeah?
But yeah, they've just been back for like a week, 2 weeks. I don't know. They've been back for a little while now.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother is not interested in farming and lives in Kansas. So
Do you do any fishing?
I would love to go fishing.
We,
I don't do much.
We used to live in Fort Peck, and there's the big reservoir there. That was nice. We don't get down to go fishing a lot. Sundays we go to the lake, but it's usually playing. What's your favorite Kenworth on the farm?
I don't know. The white one and the teal one are mine, and those are usually the two I drive. But I don't know if I have a favorite. One of those
there
two.
it is. How long is the kids' bus ride to school? Like, not. They just come down. They come down in their jammies, and we start school here at home. So.
It's 8 miles to the school where I went, but it's yeah, they're homeschooled.
Yeah, our neighbors all send them. So. Will you be adding to hay acres this year?
Yes, at least 1 or 2 more fields.
How deep is your water table or your wells? How deep do they run?
60 foot is how deep our well is. I think our water level is like around 40 though. I'm not 100% sure though.
Do you clean and treat your own seed?
Yes, we gotta get going on that here next week.
What age are you going to retire? Oh, I think we're a few years away from that
Yeah,
still.
who knows?
We'll see what God has in store. Who knows? Kind of just a ride. Took over the farm and invested plenty of money in the farm, and now I can't get service people to my tractors so I can keep our contracts. I'm literally bleeding money.
Yeah, it's pretty tough right now with what's going on with coronavirus stuff and everything else. And just farming in general is tough right now. I mean, even with our big crops we had, I mean, we had a decent crop this year, but we had a lot of quality issues. It's pretty hard to make money on those situations.
You should get one of the girls is ribbon dancing on the other side of the camera. Do you guys want to come say hi?
Hi. Hi.
You be shy or are you coming yet?
Hi.
This one's about ready to lose her tooth. You should go ribbon dance and fall over so you lose your front teeth. I've been threatening to punch it out for weeks now.
No, Dallas. We've just planted alfalfa straight. No cover crop, just fertilizer with it.
You gotta read the questions, Susan.
Down the fertilizer knife.
What size are your quad tracks?
Our old one's a 450, but it's pushing almost 550 horse, and the other one is a 580.
Lyndon Weens, our Mennonite friend. You should make a long video about cleaning and treating seed. There is one.
Yeah, there's some
I guess
parts,
it's not
some
super
parts
detailed,
and some seeding stuff, but yeah.
There's one out there already.
We've got some cleaning equipment that we gotta get going here pretty quick.
Shoot, I lost that one. And has any one of your fields ever caught on fire?
Hayfields. I did start a couple hayfield fires 2 years ago with our John Deere swather, disc head.
What is lockstep? Lockstep is crazy, Bob says.
I don't know, you have to explain that.
3 girls, oh boy, yeah, let me tell you. How do you make a small fortune farming?
Yeah, start with a large fortune, that's about right.
Or just be born into, I don't know, a family that's been successful.
That's a joke, though.
I know.
How
I
do you
was
make a small
kind of
fortune?
joking
You start with
too.
a large fortune. Any demos coming in the future? I don't know if they're like legitimate demos, but we do have some equipment stuff that we're gonna be trying out. But they're not like someone came to me because of a YouTube channel and said, "Hey, do you want to use this?" No, we do not spread lime in our fields. Our pH is actually pretty good.
Go for the boy. Well, unless God really just, we feel like we're good to go.
That'd be a shocker.
Mm-hmm. Could you build a cabin on your farm? You can build.
We build every one. It's our farm.
We have, what do we house our, I guess, our hired help in?
Yeah, we got a crew trailer.
Mm-hmm. It's an old FEMA trailer that it's been good for the guys that have lived in it.
Well,
So-
we're over an hour.
Yeah,
That went
and these guys
fast.
are done, so crazy, awesome.
Farm
Thanks,
work is
guys.
a gamble. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. You want a high
Yeah.
five? High five. There you go.
You guys are welcome. Glad that you have all kind of followed along, and who knows where we'll be in another year from now. And yeah. What
I think
else?
we're gonna just call it a night. Thanks, guys. This was crazy fun. I don't know. Interesting. Obviously, I don't have a lot of answers to the questions, but
Whoa,
oh, we're
losing
losing
things.
chords.
So
You want to tell everybody good night?
Good night.
Have a good evening or good morning to some of them. All right,
Bye.
signing off.